Hi, Virgo. Welcome back to your energetic weather forecast for October 30th to November 5th. Let's first have a look at your energetic male outgoing energy. This is your solar energy. It's the thing that gets you up and out of bed in the morning. It's your ego. Ego is the Page of Wands. So this is my Sagittarius card. It is a card of somebody who has a very deep philosophy and believes it wholeheartedly and wears it like a feather in his hat. So what he believes in wholeheartedly. And this card can also mean that you are a little bit staunch in your beliefs. We'll look to see what the rest of the cards have to say, but I'm just giving you the big overall. Their motto is, even when I'm wrong, I'm right. And this is because they believe very deeply in their stand, in their beliefs, in their philosophy. Okay, I feel a regenerative energy with this. I feel sort of an adventurous energy with this for now. And I'm also going to say, make sure that you drink enough water during this period. I know we're going into cooler temperatures. Our water intake is sometimes a little less because we're not sweating it out, but we still need that flow of water. And I'm seeing a very parched, dry land here. So your skin could need extra lotion, or I just feel that sort of a dryness. Even my mouth is getting dry. So I want to say water, water, water everywhere is very important for you this week. Oddly enough, it makes something grow. So that could just be your sense of adventure. Funny. Okay, so your internal magnetic female energy on an emotional level is the Five of Cups. So it's departure from the Page of Wands, who's usually very enthusiastic and has a lot of energy. The Five of Cups is sort of crying over spilt milk. Yeah, things have been rough lately, but if you do not turn your attention to what is still good, you cannot cross a barrier. You can't cross that bridge in the background to something better. You're stuck in this sort of repressive energy. And it's sort of like regret. It has a regretful feeling with it. Maybe there's something that we said or expressed with the cups that maybe we wish we wouldn't have. And this can be something from the past. It doesn't have to be anything now, but it feels like it kind of comes up because with the Page of Wands, there's philosophy here. So maybe it was something against your philosophy, or maybe your philosophy has changed and you're thinking back to something that you said that maybe you think, okay, it's kind of different now. It's changed now. And we're looking to find that balance with five. Five is imbalance that pushes you to look for that balance. So, yeah, there have been things that haven't gone well or gone right, but there have things that have. And maybe it's the lesser of the two, but why dwell on the negative with this card? All right, so let's have a mental check. And the swords cards are a challenge. Action and thinking often are. Our mind is our challenge. So our mind is the thing that we kind of have to make sure that we keep a close watch on, because that thoughts are things and thoughts go first. Well, Virgo, you've got your own energy here with your thinking, something that you should be used to, the Queen of Swords. And for me, the Queen of Swords is a Virgo card. And that's because they're very analytical. They are people who can cut other people and situations off rather quickly and easily if it's not to their benefit or they don't believe it, that kind of thing. So in another deck that I have, she has a man's severed head in her hand and doesn't look unhappy about it at all. So I think that there is somebody or something that has caused some emotional instability with you, and mentally you want to cut it off. Her prayer beads are coming out to me here. They're making themselves known. So I think a good, if you are somebody who meditates or who prays or who can go within and shift the energy, that would be great. I think it's on an internal level more than an external, even though she's quite an active individual, I think. But there may be some stormy thoughts that you would like to cut out. And it's maybe because you don't want to keep regretting things or, dealing with what is unstable. And so maybe towards the end of the week you say, all right, well, that's enough of thinking that way. Let's gather ourselves, get ourselves together and cut off those harassing thoughts. Or emotions, rather, in this case. They're not really conducive to the Queen of Swords. And that's why, the clouds are sort of low around her. She needs a clear head. But the storm is still there. Okay, and on a very physical level, so this is your money and your health. You have a very nice Nine of Pentacles. So this is a strong, independent woman who, through her own hard work, has created the life that she wants. Very interesting. So there could have been somebody, a Page of Wands, who has been a difficult emotional situation for you. And it's very possible that you are ready to cut them off. And at least, if nothing else, to cut that emotional instability off with them. And you kind of, towards the end of the week, come into your own. You come to your own energy. The Page of Wands maybe is a little... so fire and air. Think about fire and air. Air is going to make the flames go higher. It's going to make things a lot more hot and spicy. And... yeah. It could even be that you create a flare with this person, with the Page of Wands. In any case, the Nine of Pentacles is saying you have what you need, you live well, you are independent, and that's what you need to remember. So I feel kind of like you're separating yourself from this other energy or this other person that has not been very nice. Again, the Page of Wands can be a little bit harsh. I don't know if they realize it, but their words can sting like fire. So you kind of want to be on your own energy, in your own energy, on your own, in your garden maybe, literally, or out in nature, but you're going to stick with yourself for now. I think you're going to kind of separate your energy from this other person. And whether that's for good or not, it's a week. So we're just talking about this week. The Emperor, which is interesting that I said that, the Page of Wands and the Emperor. So this can be somebody who is definitely enforcing their authority over you. And you don't like it. You're your own authority. With the Queen of Swords, you don't need anybody over you. You're the ruler. And so you can take it upon yourself to be your own authority. And I think that's exactly what's happening here. Somebody might be telling you something, gets you emotional, and you're like, you know what? I rule myself, so, bugger off. That kind of energy. So I'll just be on my own or do it myself, or that. It's really that kind of energy. Father figures, people in authority, bosses, that kind of energy with the Emperor. And it can also be that you become your own boss, Maybe there are foundations or certain things that you are starting for yourself, and you want to deal with. what the Spirit wants you to know is the Six of Wands. So you're going to get over the hump. It is like a bit of a hump. So from 5 to 6, right? You do find that equilibrium. You will be successful in dealing with this situation. And you may even have people around you who are supporting you and who are on your side or build you up or sing your praises. And then it's just time to, get on with your journey or the rest of your life. It's kind of the feeling for me. And that it can even be like just in the middle of the week where you're just like, well, I'll deal with it and move on. It's really the Six of Wands. It's kind of taking a victory lap and then continuing on. I do want to have a look at the Queen of Swords, though, and see what her deal is, and I'll also look at the Five of Cups. So she has the Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's too much emotion for a Queen of Swords to deal with. They're analytical. They want to keep things in their head and not their heart. So it can be too much emotion for you to deal with. And when that happens, I think you just kind of want to be alone and backtrack and again, be your own authority. With the Five of Cups there, let's have a look at that. You have the Five of Wands. So yeah, it is this kind of conflict, and it can be an internal conflict. It can be your own philosophies or your own impetus, your own energy that's conflicting with another part of your logic energy, and it can be over authority figures. So there can be a lot of confusion and a lot of argument out there in the world right now. That's pretty obvious. And maybe it's kind of, you're internalizing it and trying to figure things out. And in the end you say, well, my home is good, my family is good, and that's good enough for me this week. Instead of trying to figure it all out and fighting and arguing and bickering. And you become your own authority with the Emperor. But it is definitely big authority, the Emperor card. So it can be the power players out there, or they think they are anyway. So in any case, you are triumphant. You find security with the Six of Wands, and that's the most important thing. But that's what the Five is all about. The Five is pushing you to find that balance. All right, I hope this has been helpful. I will be back in a week with I think the full moon reading. And if you've liked this, please share and subscribe if it's been helpful. And it really helps the algorithm, helps the channel. It's a nice energy exchange. And it's very much appreciated. All right, have a great week. Thanks for listening. Bye.